Hello everyone, I Shivam Agrawal, Assistant Professor of BCom Department in GEMTech College. I welcome you all in the lecture series of Information System Management. Now we are in the unit second part of our subject, which is the database concept. And in this lecture we have defined the SQL command. So the SQL is used to retrieve any information from the database. If I want to retrieve any information, modification or any types of insertion, deletion, updation, so we have to use SQL commands. With the help of these commands we can done our retrieving of data, and the updation of data can be done in the database. So coming to the SQL part, structure query language. SQL, as we all know, it is the database language by the use of which we can perform certain operations on the existing database, and also we can use this language to create databases. SQL uses certain commands like create, drop, insert, etc. to carry out the required task. So these SQL commands are mainly categorized into four categories. One is the data definition language, DDL. Next one is the DQL, data query language. Another one is the DML, data manipulation language, and another one is the data control language. There will be one more command that is known as the data transaction language. So DTL, TCL, transaction control language. So though many resources claim their So the transaction control language is used to control the transactions in the database. So first of all we are defining data definition language, DDL. Data definition language consists of SQL commands that can be used to define the database schema. It is simply deals with the description of the database schema, and it used to create and modify the structure of database object in the database. So basically DDL is used by the DBA to command to create a database, to categorize the database in a format. So the examples of DDL commands are the create. It's used to create the database or its object like table, index, function, views, store, procedure and triggers. Drop is used to delete object from the database. Alter is used to alter the structure of the database. Truncate is used to remove all records from the table, including all spaces allocated for the records are removed. Comment is used to add comments to the data dictionary. Rename is used to rename of an existing object in the database. So these is the DDL commands. Next one is the data query language, DQL. So DQL, DML statement are used to perform queries on the data within the schema object. The purpose of DQL command is to get some schema relation based on the query process to it. So if I have to select any schema, so for that I have to use DQL command. So that DQL command is used with the help of select statement, and select is used to retrieve data from the database. Next one is the data manipulation language. So the SQL commands that deals with the manipulation of data present in the database. Deals with the manipulation of data present in the database belongs to DML and data manipulation language, and this includes the SQL statement. So the DML commands are insert, update and delete. So first of all you have to identify, you have to recall in your mind that in DDL what we are doing, we are creating the database. So if I am creating the structure of table, if I am creating the database, if I am any insert a table, I am adding the objects in the table. So for that I have to use DDL, data definition, means I have to whether in this I have to define the objects, tables and the data. So that's why we are using DDL command. And DQL is the data query language that is used to retrieve any data from the database. So for that we are using select statement. So with the help of select we can retrieve the particular information from the database. Now coming to the DML part. DML part is the data manipulation language. So as the name suggests, manipulation. Is there any manipulation? Is there any modification? Is there any insertion? Is there any updation? So for that we are using manipulation command. So manipulation commands is that insert. If I want to insert any data into the database, I will manipulate the data of the database. So that's why insert command is a DML command, data manipulation command. And next one is the update. Update means I will modify the data with the previous value is that, and I will update that value to the another value. So that's why update command is also, we are modifying the data, manipulating the data. That's why update command is also used here. Next one is the delete command. So delete is used to delete records from the database table. So if I have to delete any data from the database table, so that is, we are using delete command. So that is also a modification or manipulation in the database. So these are the DML command, data manipulations command. Next one is the data control language, DCL. So DCL includes commands such as grant and revoke, which mainly deals with the right, permission and other controls to the database system. So the grant means we are giving something to another person, so that is a grant. And revoke means we are taking the access of any persons from that particular identity, that is revoke. So examples of DCL command is grant, give user access to privilege to database, whether this user will use this type of database and this tables in the database. So with that we are using grant. And revoke, withdraw user access privilege given by using the grant command. So if I want to no more give the privilege of that user to this command, so I will revoke that grant command with the help of revoke statement. So next one is the transaction control language, TCL. So TCL commands deals with the transaction within the database. Examples of TCL is commit, rollback, save point and set transaction. So commits the transactions, rollback a transaction in case of any error occurs. Save point sets a save point within a transaction. Set transaction specify characteristic for the transaction. So for that you have to recall your ACID properties. So the first property says that atomicity, either the transaction fully done or not done. So that's the properties of commitment. So commit command is that either the commit is completed or not. Commit completed means atomicity is completed. And rollback is there. If there is any issue, there will be if there is a failure in the transaction, so there will be a rollback of the entire transaction where there will be a write operation is there. So that is a rollback, means we are rollbacking all the things. Save point is that suppose that there are 4 transactions in a T1 transaction, 4 write operations, and 2 write operations are done in an efficient manner and 2 are fails. So the two write operations which are already done, they are save point and they are saved in the database. So these are reflected in the database. So these are known as a save point. So save point is help to that to save that operations into the database. And set transactions are the specify characteristics for the transaction. It will specify characteristics for the transaction, whether which type of transaction is that and whether it is doing completed or not. So this is all about the SQL. So that's all about the today's lecture. So in this unit we have completed this unit, and in this unit what we have done, firstly we have know about database, what is database management system, what are the ACID properties of database management system, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages of using database system, and in the next what are the characteristics of database. And we have a comparison between file system and a database system. After that we have go with the database types, database models. Database models are of 4 types, and ER diagram, entity relationships diagram. And after that we are going to the SQL command, and data integrity constraint we are having in this unit. So all these are the most important topics in this course of this unit, and all the topics are covered in this lecture series. So thank you for the day.